The Bournemouth team shows the return from injury of Kevin Bond at number 4 and Mark O'Connor at number 8, while number 11 Luther Blissett, with 11 goals in 15 games, hopes to make it 3 cup wins in his career over Manchester United. Well, their manager Alex Ferguson had a good look at the pitch before he named this unchanged side, and despite the numbering, Mal Donaghy will play right back and Clayton Blackmore in midfield. Alex Ferguson following in the footsteps of Matt Busby, who brought the Babes here in 1957, and of course Ron Atkinson, who lost here 5 years ago. Referee Ray Lewis, new on the FIFA list. So the travelling theatre called the FA Cup moves to the south coast. It's Bournemouth in red and Manchester United in white, bringing with them all the glitter and glamour that's associated with their name and this competition. And they're finding here a tight little stadium at Dean Court, with the crowd so close to the pitch they can almost touch the players. Number 10 there, Mark Hughes, wins the first free kick. He was fouled by Big John Williams. Aimed again at Hughes, Williams is with him. There's O'Connor, and this is Morel. Header by Bruce for Manchester United. O'Connor again, plays on the left side for Bournemouth. This is number 10, Bishop, beaten by the opposite number 10, Hughes. Strachan. Number 6, Donaghy. Clayton Blackmore well forward. Trevor Aylott, centre forward for Bournemouth. O'Connor. Looks for Blissett. And Luther's won that from Mal Donaghy. There are 2 waiting in the middle. This is Morel, the fullback. And now Bishop for Bournemouth. Good little player, Ian Bishop. Very much the man who makes them tick in the middle of the field. And this was a chance for a shot from what? At least 25 yards. Mark Newson with the header for Bournemouth. Oh, good header on by Aylott. He beat Lee Martin. They both suffered a blow on the head there. But this is Richard Cook for Bournemouth. And he's going to get a return pass. His Cook. He scuffed the shot. And in fact, both players in that heading duel have come off groggy. Lee Martin's on his feet, but Aylott isn't. This is O'Connor for Bournemouth. Blissett. They've got 3 waiting in the centre. O'Driscoll's arriving. And still Aylott's down. Players gone on because the ball hasn't been out since the collision. This is Ralph Milne. Robson. Into Strachan. Oh, and Robson's in for the return for Manchester United, and Payton saves first time. Hughes couldn't make it. Here's McClare, and he couldn't turn it back to Strachan. Well, Brian Robson with an opening there. We'll see how close from this. Gets the perfect return pass. Payton goes down, and look at that. The right leg just stopped it going past him. After that, it was OK for Bournemouth. Newson. McGrath's header. Corner. Well, Bond is forward as well for this one. Oh, and Blissett's there. And it's just gone over. And Manchester United sigh with relief. Luther has got to get back now because there's a break on at the other end. It's Strachan. McClare. Robson's in. Foot up. Well, this corner driven by Mark O'Connor. And look at the jump by Blissett. He out-jumped Leighton, who was stranded. Just in time. Well, Bournemouth are keeping them at full stretch, there's no question about that. Robson. Martin. Oh, it's Strachan. And he didn't make it. And John Williams will be the most relieved man around. That was a really bad mistake, and it could have been so costly. And what an opening for Manchester United, presented to Strachan by an error in the Bournemouth defence. Watch John Williams here, he gives that to Strachan. Now then, Jerry Payton fell over, and he hit the post. Aylot's foul on McGrath. Forward goes Clayton Blackmore. Backed up here by Robson. Bond and Williams still stout in the centre of that defence. Morell's there too. McClare. Blackmore. Robson. Bruce. So we reach half-time with the second division side still very much in the thick of this cup match. They've had their moments at one end. They've been fortunate maybe to survive the Strachan hitting the post incident at the other. But Manchester United had their problems dealing with Richard Cook. They switched the full-backs over, and at half-time it's 0-0. Well, the closeness of the encounter reflects the two teams' recent records. Manchester United on a run of 6 wins, and here's Clayton Blackmore at the start of the second half, and here's Hughes. And Bournemouth have won 6 of their last 7 home matches here at Dean Court. United in the second half, playing from left to right. Brian Robson, one of several players waiting on the edge of the area for this free kick from Bruce. That was Robson, and this is Hughes. That's a wonderful finish. Expertly taken by Mark Hughes to give Manchester United supporters something to cheer about and to give their team the edge in this FA Cup match. Look for Brian Robson here. It's a really good flick on. And this is high-class goal scoring. The angle is no more than average, but look at how he found the inside of the net across Payton in the 54th minute. Mark Hughes' 15th goal of the season, and that's a good return by him. Just look at the accuracy there and the power. Come back from Barcelona and Bayern Munich, an improved player. Now, can Bournemouth reply almost at once? They've got Newson in there with Aylott. Williams is up. It's going to come out to Bishop. Back in again. McGrath, and a free kick given to Manchester United, whose supporters behind that left-hand goal are saluting Mark Hughes. That's really got them going there. The First Division side in front in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Milne to Robson. There goes McClare. Williams will have to make it. Well played. But there's Lee Sharp. Just come on. It's a good run by him. And he was fouled at the end of it too. Lee Sharp, absolutely fresh. Testing the right flank of the Bournemouth defence, and Newson went in a bit desperately. So the emphasis now very much with Manchester United. There's Hughes again, and it's 2. Or is it? The flag's up. Well, Hughes did nothing wrong. I can only assume there was a foul in the area as this ball comes across. Just watch, yes, a push possibly by Steve Bruce there on Williams, the centre-half. That's probably why it was disallowed, although Hughes' shot eventually crept in. There was certainly no offside. Foul, I think, by Bruce. O'Connor for Bournemouth. Aylot's made a good run inside, and here comes Cook. And Aylot, and they've equalised! Bournemouth are level. Trevor Aylott, who made the first run and got a bit of luck at the end. Suddenly, Dean Court explodes with excitement for the Bournemouth supporters. Lee Sharp got caught there, really, and Aylott finished convincingly. 72 minutes, and the excitement switches in Bournemouth's favour, and this cup tie is alive again. It was a good build-up by Bournemouth, and Aylott played his part twice, in fact, but Lee Sharp on the far post couldn't defend properly, and it fell for Aylott to strike past Jim Leighton. Bishop. Oh, Cook's away again. Lissett's in the middle. Blissett! Oh! He's missed it. The goal was gaping, and the headlines were waiting to be written. Luther Blissett, who's knocked Manchester United out of a cup competition before. It was a lovely ball from Richard Cook, and Luther will look at that one again and think, goodness me, it should have gone in. And it's going to go to a replay after a stirring afternoon in which Richard Cook was outstanding on the wing for Bournemouth, in which Luther Blissett, 3 minutes from the end, missed a chance that might have changed the whole destiny of the FA Cup this season, but in which Bournemouth take credit for coming from behind. Mark Hughes gave United the lead. He had a goal disallowed when Bruce pushed Williams, but then Trevor Aylott came along with the equaliser, and a final score of 1-1 at Dean Court in a thoroughly enjoyable match means a replay at Old Trafford on Wednesday, kick-off 8 o'clock.